Alrighty guys, welcome up back to the channel. Car Mechanic Simulator 2022. This build, guys, we were able to buy this car off the junkyard. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and strip it down to the bone, really not missing anything here. I want to be able to fix this car and flip it. We are in a position where we can just go ahead and just buy cars and flip without any worries at all, because we do have the money to do so. All right, so we have managed to upgrade pretty much everything in our garage right now, so which is a positive. And so now we have the pleasure of actually doing something in terms of I cannot take out anything here. All right, let me go ahead and take out the the back window. And we're gonna go ahead and strip it down to the bone, guys. Let me just go ahead and raise it up here. And I'm gonna go ahead and strip everything down in terms of suspension. And then I'm gonna fix the parts that I'm able to fix. And then we can go ahead and buy parts that we need to buy. Alright. What I haven't decided is whether to put some really expensive parts in this one or just keep it regular. So we'll see as we move forward. But for right now, let me just go ahead and get this process down of stripping the car down to the bone. Alrighty guys, we are almost done stripping down the suspension, and we should be very much good to go to drop it down. And yo, this thing doesn't even have a fuel tank, mate. All right, let me go ahead and drop it down. And yo, before I drop it down, let me go ahead and remove any possible oil that could be in here. Let's see, there's nothing. So I just wasted a few seconds on that one. But the one thing I want to go ahead and do now, guys, is take off the engine. Let me go ahead and go get my engine crane over here. All right. Gonna go ahead and take off the engine crane, pull off the engine, and I think everything is done because we don't have anything else in the engine bay right there. All right, so now let me go ahead and strip down the engine down to the bone, and then we can go ahead and get into the business of trying to put everything together. Let's get it. I think I'm almost done stripping down the engine down to the bone. Last but not least, the engine block. All right, so now I can go ahead and try to salvage as many parts as I can, and then after that we're gonna go ahead and buy the parts that we need. So let me go ahead and get right into it, guys. It's gonna be a while though still for me to finish this. Let's get it though. Alrighty, so I think I've fixed as many parts as I could possibly can. Is there any body parts that I can try and fix here? I don't even know, mate. I guess there's nothing. Alright, let's go ahead and go to the bench outside. The last time I used this bench for some parts, things did not go according to plan. So I don't know if I'm able to salvage any of this or anything like that. I have no clue. But let me go ahead and see. All right. This is kind of like a waste of time still, to be honest. Let me go ahead and leave it alone, guys. Let me go ahead and leave it alone. All right. All right, what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and go to my inventory here and mark what I need. And we are going to go ahead and just bite the bullet, guys, and get some really good stuff for this vehicle and make it the best as it could possibly can be, you know what I mean? And go from there. Let me go ahead and mark everything that I'm going to need to buy. All right, I think we are done with that. engine head, I already got that. Let's go ahead and get maybe power steering and all that. I think I marked the spark plugs, but let me just go ahead and mark it again. All right, we're gonna need these parts right here. And for the supercharger intake as well, I want to go ahead and just get the best ones that I could possibly can. I think I'm gonna need like one of these as well. Let me just go ahead and mark this. For the wheels, we're just gonna get new wheels, and we're gonna go ahead and get new wheels and new and your rims as well. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get that. All right, let me just go ahead and finish marking these. I think I already marked this, but just in case I didn't, let me go ahead and make sure I do that. Let me go ahead and mark the drum, the rubber bushing. We are going to get a new gearbox as well. What else here? We're gonna go ahead and mark this last because I don't know what type of let me see here. I don't know what type of setup I'm gonna do in terms of the parts that are available. It seems like you already had like the taillight B. It's like one of those custom ones or something like that. All right, let me go ahead and go shopping, guys, and I'll see you when we are pretty much done everything. All right. Let me get as many parts as I possibly can here. Alrighty, guys. So after a while, I have done as much as I can. I just need to go ahead and take off these here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and mark it as something that I need. And then for the wheels as well, let me just go ahead and get everything situated so that when we start putting this thing together, it's going to be a little bit faster. All right. And yeah, let me go ahead and go to my inventory. I need, where are the wheels at? All right, I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, and then this one and this one. All right, 205, 70, 15. All right, go ahead and just put the wheels together now. And then I'm gonna put the shock absorbers together as well. Why the rim doesn't look like, what the hell is this? Alright, let me go ahead and balance over here. Let's go ahead and put together this the front shock absorbers. Let's go ahead and get this done here real quick. This doesn't really take that much time to complete. So I think that's pretty much it on that. All right, the next thing that we can do now is pretty much maybe do some welding here. How much is it gonna cost us? Only 1,200. Not too bad. All right, it's looking pretty clean now. All right, go ahead and take this bad boy back where it belongs. And I think now I'm in a position where I can go ahead and try to build the engine. I don't think I have everything. Let me go ahead and take a look at the oil pan. I want to see what type of oil pan is this one. I think it could be this one, but I'm not 100% sure. Let me just go ahead and get that one. All right. Let me go ahead and try and put the engine together, guys. Whoa, I didn't even get the engine block, fam. The engine block, which one is it? Okay, the V8 one. Okay, let's go ahead and get the. I didn't even get the most important thing, fam. Alright, the engine block. I need. Um, I need this one, and I need some caps as well. The rod caps. Where are they? And I think, which one is it? I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of my time here looking for this. I think I'm gonna need the clips as well. Let's go ahead and get that. These ones I have no clue which one I need. Alright, let me just go ahead and write cap right here and see what comes up. Alright, I need these, the rod caps. I need about 8. Alright, I think now we should be able to try and put this engine together. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So I decided of buying pretty damn good parts for this. So let's go ahead and get right into it real quick. Part of the build, well, one of the painful parts of this build, trying to put these rods in. I think I was able to do a good job on this. It's a one-time shot. In terms of the oil pan, I was able to get the right one as well. Pretty nice. Alright, let's go ahead and rotate this bad boy. Alright, and get into the business of putting just, slapping in all the parts that I have right now before anything else, I think I have most of the parts. I just don't know exactly which ones I might be missing. I think I have most of them as far as I'm concerned. Let's just go ahead and just bolt in everything that we have. All right, let's go ahead and put this ignition distributor in. All right, the cap in. Does it need any clips? Yes, it does. Luckily, I was able to get the clips as well for this. All right, let's put the belts in. All right, the alternator in. It's gonna be a beast. This car is gonna be a beast, mate. Alrighty, so I am pretty much almost done here. I'm only missing like 2 engine covers and some exhaust and all that. I think I need another air scoop on that one. Do I even have this belt? I don't know. What kind of belt is this? So, all right, guys, I think we are set now. Let's go ahead and finish off this engine here. It's giving me a hard time for some reason. All right, let's go ahead and finish off the engine. And that'll be the last thing that we shove in here. I think everything is done now. So, it is what it is, mate. The engine is done. And now we can go ahead and move on to the body. And what's left for the body now is to, put in, let me go ahead and see here. Body tuning. I think we're fixing this bad boy. So everything is the bees. So let's go ahead and get everything here. Let's go ahead and get everything here. It's pricey though still. There's no trunk. Alright. Let me go ahead and get the trunk over here. And of course I'm gonna need all the windows. gonna need all the windows and the mirrors as well. Let's get that. Let's get that. Let's get the windshield as well. Am I missing anything? The trunk. Did I get the rear window? Can't. We'll sell everything after anyways, so it really doesn't matter. I'm gonna need the fenders. Go ahead and get both. I think we are just about done with that. Yes, I think I did get the hood. All right. So with that said, guys, let me go ahead and raise this bad boy, and then get the suspension done, and then bring it down. I think it's only right. All right. Let's get to it. Hopefully this time around everything is just gonna go in smooth without missing anything. I don't want to miss no rubber bushing or nothing. Alrighty guys, we are pretty much almost there in the suspension department. We just need to go ahead and put in this last wheel over here. And yeah, the build is not going so bad. Everything fresh, mate. All the parts that I'm putting in here, they are meant to really up the value of the car as far as I'm concerned. So last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and throw in the wheel. Hopefully I am not missing anything underneath here. I did put the fuel tank in. The fuel pump is in. All right, let's go ahead and drop this thing. All right, let me go ahead and go get my engine. And we're gonna go ahead and drop the engine. Take it off the stand. Come back over here. And install this bad boy. So everything is looking pretty nice. Let's go. All right. So with that said, let me go ahead and raise it up again. And put in the gearbox, which I didn't buy. Let me go ahead and get the gearbox here real quick. Or did I? I think I did. Let's see. Alright, so yeah, I do have the gearbox. I almost thought I didn't get it. Alright, let's go ahead and put the starter in. And then put the drive shaft in. And that's the suspension done. And the gearbox done for this. Alright, so what we are left with right now is the engine. Let's go ahead and drop it down. That goes into the fuse box. So let's go ahead and install this real quick and finish off the build. Can't wait to see what it's gonna look like. I can't wait what it's gonna do when we put it at the dyno, using our dyno for the first time. Should be exciting. Alright, let's go ahead and close this bad boy up. I think that's pretty much everything done here. What's left is for me to get my fluids in. Let's go ahead and get these fluids in. And I don't even know what goes into the interior of this thing. I'm gonna have to do some guesswork. Alright, I think the oil should be enough. If it's not enough, the game is gonna need to tell me. Alright, let's go ahead and put the coolant in. Alright, it's coming together just fine, mate. How much coolant are you gonna take? Jesus. Alright, I think with that we are pretty much done. Let me just go ahead and drop it to the floor. I don't think I need to raise it anymore. And then let's go ahead and get this bad boy out of here. Now we can go ahead and deal with the body. Let's go ahead and put these body parts in. All right. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit mean, fam. It's gonna be a little bit mean, fam. There you go. It's gonna look a little bit mean, fam. Oh shit, I don't have the doors. Thought I got everything. Here is me thinking I got everything. But I ain't got no doors, fam. Alright. Let's get the headlights in. I mean the tail lights in. Think about the headlights, fam. Alright, I think I got all the... Go ahead and get this door in. The side mirror. And the left window. Alright. As far as I'm concerned, guys, this car is pretty much done. Oh shit, I'm missing the number plates. Alright, let's go ahead and get the plates. And then I can just go ahead and try to formulate what type of I'll get the Alberta one. You know. Shove it in there. Alright. Just to complete the car. Alright, in terms of the interior, guys, I have no clue what type of interior I need. So the bench is looking like that. Alright. I do have the steering wheel. Let's go ahead and put that in there. Now that looks better. Now that looks better. Alright, take a look at that. That looks better now. For sure. That looks better now. Alright, so let's go ahead and take this thing into our first dyno test. What is it? Okay, let's go ahead and take it to the dyno first. And then see where we go from there. Don't even... What the hell is this? How the hell do I even start this shit? Are you sure you want to proceed with the dyno test? Yes, I do. Start the test, mate. Look at the gains on this thing. Chai. It better bring me a fortune. Let me go ahead and sit inside and see what it looks like. Yeah, that looks proper still. That looks proper still. Alright. Alright. Next, we're gonna go ahead and take it to the test path, whatever that is. Alright. And we're gonna go ahead and do some alignments and all of that. How do you the hell do you even select this? Okay, and then how do I change the wheels though? Okay, there you go. And then this one. All right, there you go. Hopefully that fixes that. I don't know. Aligned. Okay, there you go. Okay. What else? What else can we do while we're here? What else can we do? That's it. That's it, fam. That's it. Oh, we have a computer here. Are you sure you want to proceed with the pod test? Yes. Okay. All right. I guess everything is aligned now. Is that what that means? Okay. All right. All right. I guess everything is complete. I don't even know what the fuck I just did in there, but if everything is working just fine, then we all good, mate. All right. So now we can go ahead and go paint. All right. Let's go ahead and get the paint in. I'm just gonna be boring with this, to be honest. I just want to go ahead and keep these same. I mean, these cars have come with some really cool colors, I have to say. Um, yeah, there's no like any levers for this. It's just pure heat in terms of the color. I like these colors, mate. You might say like, why you not doing this or doing that? Like, I honestly like these colors that already coming with the car. All right, I think this one might be much better still. The metallic one. Let's see the matte. Mm, you know what? I'll paint it matte. Don't care. All right, I think we are pretty much done with this. Let me just go ahead and take a look here and see if I'm missing anything. All right, I think everything should be 100% as far as I'm concerned with this beast right here. All right, let's go ahead and take it for a wash, detail, and then sell in that order. Wash, detail, and sell. Yo, this color looks sick though. This color looks sick, mate. I'm liking that. Alright, a little bit of detailing never hurt nobody. Alright. So we are pretty much have spent like, how much money did we start this thing with? Let me go ahead and just move it inside. I actually feel like keeping it. I actually feel like keeping it. I think going forward, any vehicles that you're gonna see in this lifter are going to be a little bit more of my collection, really. And then lifter A, I'm gonna be using it for my flip vehicles. Right now, I need money, so my only option is to pretty much sell this thing. We have a tin tool here, make it a little bit more interesting. All right, let's go ahead and use it. I am going to tint the windows a little bit, just like right there. I think like right there. All right, I think that adds a little bit of flavor into it. Take a look at that. That looks gangster as fuck. All right, let's go ahead and take it outside, mate. What's outside? Oh, garage door number 1. All right, it is time, guys, that we let this baby go. Even though I love it so much, it is time for us to let it go and try and get this money. All right, let's go ahead and see how much. As you can see, guys, the sell value 91,000. We spent only 10K buying it, but I spent a little bit more in terms of parts, but it's only considering the buy price and the sell price for the profit margin. You know, it is what it is. It's 80K in the bank. Let's sell it. There you go. We are now sitting at 197,000. All right, 873. And we don't have any more upgrades that are gonna cost us money to do. The only thing that we are left with right now is to try and acquire some skill points and update our capabilities in terms of what we can achieve. I only have 2 right now. I need to update all of these for me to be super good. You know, we are down over here. Anything that costs money is done. How the hell do you even how do you, is there like, can you add like another lifter here and make it 3 lifters? I don't even know. I don't even know, but I currently have 2. I think 2 is enough. The only thing I can spend my money on here is possibly just modifying the garage a little bit more, if that will cost me money. But right now, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. And I'll catch you guys next time. You know what? I'm gonna close this episode by selling all of my inventory right now so that I can make a little bit more money. Let's get it.